One of the most colourful characters to emerge from the British royal family over the past few decades has been Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York. Descended from King Charles II of England, the 26-year-old Sarah was introduced to Prince Andrew in 1985 by her great friend Princess Diana. The bubbly, party-loving redhead bowled the young prince over, and they were married the year after. Thereafter known officially as Her Royal Highness the Duchess of York and unofficially as Fergie, Sarah went on to have two daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie. However, by 1992 the marriage was in trouble and Fergie was frequently photographed in the company of other men. Things came to a head with the Daily Mirror's publication of photos of an American financial manager sucking the toes of a topless Duchess of York. That clangor brought about divorce and estrangement from the royal family and prompted royal commentators to predict that Sarah Ferguson would simply disappear from public life. They couldn't have been more wrong. Not only has she maintained a strong relationship with her ex-husband, she and Prince Andrew often share photo opportunities in the course of their duties as co-parents. In fact, up until 2004, they continued to share the family's home, Sunninghill Park, and on Princess Eugenie's first day at St George's School in Windsor, they stood side by side in their support. Fergie has also continued to use her profile to promote charitable causes. As well as setting up Children in Crisis and the Sarah Ferguson Foundation, she is a global ambassador for Ronald McDonald House Charity's World Children's Day. In 2006, she travelled to Japan.
This is my second year of being involved with World Children's Day, and I'm so honoured and privileged to be part of it, because once you've been around the world for World Children's Day or for Ronald McDonald House Charities, the children have such bravery and have such courage and such gratitude.
She's also been passing on her strong sense of community responsibility to her daughters. On the eve of her eldest daughter's 18th birthday, she took the young princess with her on a visit to a London hospital. Beatrice, who declares herself her mother's biggest fan, also accompanied her to an AMFAR benefit to raise money for AIDS research. Mother and daughter happily posed together on the red carpet. Now in her late 40s, it seems that the once wayward Duchess has kissed goodbye to scandalous headlines. However, her own experience of falling foul of the press enabled her to sympathise with the plight of her nephew Prince Harry, when pictures of him wearing a Nazi costume to a fancy dress party were splashed across the tabloids.
It's difficult for me to comment, but from a personal point of view, I think Harry's a fine, very fine young man. I think he does an awful lot of good with his work with AIDS children in Africa, and I think he has apologised for whatever he said in his statement. So therefore he needs to be supported now and stop being criticised, really. I think the last 12 months have been difficult for him. He's had a lot of criticism. And he is a young man, and I personally know how difficult it is. I've made many mistakes in public.
As well as keeping up her profile in her charity work, since her divorce from Andrew, Fergie has been making quite a name for herself in America, where her commercial interests have included being a spokesperson for Wedgwood China and retailer Bath & Body Works. However, since losing the portly figure that earned her so much derision from the media, her most successful enterprise has been with diet company Weight Watchers, who may or may not have been impressed with a New York deli's decision to name a calorie-packed sandwich after her. Claiming that the mayonnaise was in fact low-fat, she shrugged off any suggestions of people making fun of her for being associated with a fatty sandwich.
I will always be associated with food, because I think that Weight Watchers has taught me so much that it's not about just a diet, it's about a lifestyle, it's about a way of life. And so that's why I think it's vital that I do say, look, it's okay to come and have a little corner of one of these sandwiches, but don't eat the whole thing.
More recently, the Duchess has branched into the uncharted territory of movie production, teaming up with Martin Scorsese to produce a biopic that will focus on the turbulent life of a young Queen Victoria.
It's great, but I think I'll have no more than that. Thank you very much.